Nastassja, Sarah, Kaitlyn, and Daniel will discuss what they thought of this year's South by Southwest performances.
Hey guys!
Hello.
So we were part of the crew that went to South by. It was a week.
It was a lot. It was one of the most exhausting weeks of my entire life.
No, that's for sure. My feet hurt every single day. My shoulders hurt. Kaitlyn's shins hurt.
Yeah, I got shin splints. No biggie.
It's kind of insane how South by becomes your whole week, and like I didn't think about school once. My parents, nothing.
Yeah.
It's just pure, just concert, walking downtown, driving, buses, rain, everything you can imagine.
Like it completely consumes you. I forgot about everything how you did. It's just completely insane. And then when it's over, you like come back to reality and you have to deal with everything that you neglected for a week.
The week.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some of the good.
Yeah.
Some of the concerts, showcases. What did you guys like?
Nastassja and I went to go see a bit of Blonde Shell. She was good. She had a fan in front of her microphone, so her hair was blowing back like an early 2000s music video, which I thought was cool. And then we went to go see the Oracle Sisters, Georgia Lines, and Milk, and we didn't see the whole showcase, but we saw part of it, and I really liked them. I thought the artists worked well together. I thought the crowds were really good. I really liked Esther Foley's, which was the
comedy club.
Yeah, the comedy
really
club.
Cool. Really cool.
They all put on phenomenal performances. I had a really fun time.
I want to talk a little bit about Oracle Sisters because I had never heard them before. I had no idea who they were, and then a week before South by, Nastassja told me, "You're interviewing Oracle Sisters," so I started listening to their music, and I just completely fell in love with their stuff, and getting to see them perform live was super, super cool. They were amazing, and I saw them right after I interviewed them, so it's just cool, just seeing people that you just talk to perform. I had never experienced that, and even one of the band members came and tapped me on the shoulder after the show, which I thought was super cool, and that made my week. It was amazing.
So y'all are best friends now.
Yeah, we're buddies.
That's what I'm
We're tight.
Yeah, I'm expecting play date announcements.
Oh yeah, we're texting right now.
And I really I saw Voxtrot, and I also had interviewed Ramesh from Voxtrot before seeing them. This was my second time seeing Voxtrot, so I kind of knew what to expect. But I was really stoked because I love this band. This is one of my favorite bands. So it was really cool just to talk to him. I honestly didn't think it would happen. We had some issues with the scheduling and with the weather that day, but it ended up working out, and their performance was amazing as always. You saw it as well.
Yeah.
What did you think about the show?
I had never heard any Voxtrot before. I was expecting them to be more indie, but they were definitely on Google it says indie rock, and they were leaning definitely more towards the rock, which I wasn't expecting, and I was really pleasantly surprised with how much I liked it, especially since they were dedicating the show to Austin, and they were talking about how much they love playing here, and you would have never guessed that they broke up for 12 years.
Yeah, they are a local Austin band.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know, they broke up for 12 years and then got back together, and they're making a new album, which is really interesting, and they have a really cool story, which is kind of why I like the band so much.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's really
Yeah.
cool stuff. But what happened that was frustrating, because not everything was sunshine and rainbows,
Yeah.
especially not the sunshine. So.
Yeah.
A lot of rain.
Yeah, there was one night in particular, we got an interview rained out, so we couldn't go to that. And then Nastassja and I, we were waiting for the bus. We could see the lightning in the sky.
We were like, oh, pretty
Pretty
That's
lightning.
so cool.
And then we almost missed our bus, but luckily the bus driver let us on. And right as we were pulling up to the stop where we had to get off, it was just torrential downpour, and the bus driver was like, "Do y'all have an umbrella?" So he gave us newspaper to cover our head, and it was.
He's unfolding the newspaper, putting it on my head. He's like, "You girls better go!"
Y'all better sprint through the rain.
Yeah.
And we made it most of the way to Nastassja's apartment, but we did have to call Daniel to come and save us.
Yeah, halfway I was like, I can't do this.
We were
I don't know what to do.
drenched.
I was like, who do I call right now? Where do we go? So we found this little garage. I called Daniel because I figured that you were with everybody else.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
so I was like,
while all of this is happening, I am with Liv,
Yeah.
Molly, and Zeta trying to do another interview, which we're completely getting set up. They're not answering our emails. We have no idea what's happening. And then we just see the lightning just start going crazy in the sky. and then it starts raining. We're just sprinting to our car. We're all soaked. We all get in the car, and then that's when you guys call us, and then I have to go pick them up. So it's like 7 of us in one little Subaru, all soaked. It was definitely an experience.
Yeah, like the most soaked I had ever been.
Yeah.
And I was terrified
Yeah.
for my camera, but thank God it's fine. And then the next day.
Yeah, the next day, it just got better and better. 'Cause the next day, I wake up and I check my SD card on my camera, just as you do, and it doesn't work. There's no footage. It says the error, whatever. And then you call me, and you tell me that the same exact thing is happening to your SD card, and your SD card nothing was there. It
Yeah.
was just completely empty. So your SD card is gone. My SD card is gone. Kaitlyn has an interview in like 30 minutes that we have to go to.
And then we
Yeah.
lost 3 interviews from 2 SD cards
Yeah.
that we were using, and then like hours worth of photos. So I'm like freaking out because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, like this was so much, and then it happened to yours too. So we can't save anything. So then we're like, well, what do we do? So we go and buy new SD cards. Go to her interview. That ends up being fine, and then
Yeah.
we are able to restore some of what we had. So it kind of turned out okay in the end, but it was like an insane process.
Yeah,
But-
it was kind of hard to get everything back, but we
Yeah,
did. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Floodlights for pushing the interview.
Yeah,
I told them we
bro.
were having camera problems, and they were like, we can push it like an hour, which really really saved us. So shout out to them. Y'all are amazing.
They were super cool.
Yeah, they were really cool.
So all the artists, honestly, that we interviewed,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
a lot of range. We had the help were like super interesting, kind of weird people, but they were super cool. Everyone was just super nice to us, at least for me. I don't know.
Yeah. I loved all of my interviews. We Don't Ride Llamas was super fun. Milk was fun. I thought I had a good time overall.
Yeah, all the people I interviewed, I genuinely really liked. So it was a great experience overall, despite the few mishaps. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay,
all right, that's
back
it
to
for
the
us.
host.
Well, I'm really glad they enjoyed their South by Southwest experience. I know I did.
I agree. We like to start recognizing some of our volunteers who are always doing hard work here at AU. This week, our member of the week is Melissa.
Oh my gosh, that's me, guys.
Thanks for everything you do, Melissa. As always, make sure to check out our social media and website for more content.
We'll see you next week.